In the dimly lit apartment, Elijah sits alone on the worn couch, lost in thought. The small space is filled with shadows, highlighting the solitude of the young man. A framed photo of Sarah, his mother, stands prominently on a nearby shelf, a silent observer in the quiet room. Elijah's gaze drifts, a poignant stillness hanging in the air. A beam of light pierces the gloom, revealing a room thick with dust and secrets. Silence hangs heavy, broken only by the weight of unspoken words. Elijah's voice echoes from the past, a whisper in the desolate space. "Mom, I miss you," he confesses, his words raw with enduring sorrow. "Every single day," Elijah's voice whispers, lost in the echoing silence. In a flashback, a young Elijah hunches over his math workbook, his brow furrowed in intense concentration. Frustration etched on his face. He chews thoughtfully on the end of his pencil. Sarah sits beside him, her gentle hand a reassuring presence on his small back. With a warm, encouraging smile, Sarah points to a difficult problem in the workbook. "See, Elijah? It's just like adding apples and oranges, but with numbers," she explains patiently, laughing. "You'll get it. Just keep trying." Sarah encourages, her laughter filling the room with warmth. Sunlight pierces through the window, spotlighting the dust motes swirling in the air. The room fades into soft focus, its details unimportant against the power of the moment. Sarah's voice cuts through the silence, filled with unwavering belief and love. Her words hang in the air, a tangible force of encouragement. "You got this, baby," she says, her voice resonating with confidence. "Just like I always told you. You're smart and capable." The echo of her faith filling the room. In the dim light of his apartment, Elijah clutches a worn photograph, his knuckles white against the faded image. A wave of sorrow washes over him as he stares at the picture, a silent testament to a past love. Unshed tears glisten in his eyes, reflecting the faint light and the heavy weight of memory. The photograph seems to pulse with a life of its own, holding the echo of Sarah's laughter and the ghost of their shared dreams. Soft light fills a simple, undefined room, highlighting the palpable tension between two figures. Elijah stands, his posture reflecting a deep, unspoken history. An unseen person stands opposite him, their presence a silent challenge. The air vibrates with the weight of unsaid words, heavy and significant. Elijah breaks the silence, his voice tinged with nostalgia and gratitude. "Remember that time I wanted to quit the basketball team? You wouldn't let me," he says, a ghost of a smile playing on his lips. In the echoing emptiness of the high school gym, a teenage Elijah sits hunched on the bench, his posture radiating disappointment. The distant thud of basketballs emphasizes his solitude, each bounce a reminder of what he lacks. Then, a figure appears at the entrance, disrupting the somber atmosphere. Sarah enters, her presence immediately altering the scene's dynamic. A visible transformation washes over Elijah. His face, previously shadowed by dejection, begins to brighten. His eyes fixate on Sarah, reflecting a sudden, hopeful anticipation. The air crackles with unspoken tension. Sarah stands firm, her eyes blazing with determination. A moment of silent resolve hangs in the air. Her voice cuts through the heavy silence. "Elijah, quitting isn't in our blood," Sarah declares, her words a challenge. "We finish what we start," she asserts, her gaze unwavering. Inside his dimly lit apartment, Elijah approaches the window, the city lights twinkling like distant stars below. He pauses, his silhouette framed against the vast urban landscape, a silent observer of the bustling world outside. A deep sigh escapes his lips, carrying a weight of unspoken emotions into the quiet room. The city's glow reflects in his eyes, mirroring a complex mix of longing and resignation. The apartment remains still, holding the echo of his sigh, a moment suspended in the night. In an echoing, empty space, Elijah stands alone, a solitary figure defined by the stark light. Light graces one side of his face, casting the other into shadow, highlighting the gravity etched in his features. His voice breaks the silence, a tender utterance directed towards an unseen presence. I wish you could see me now, Mom. A wistful hope colors his tone as he continues, seeking approval from beyond. I think you'd be proud. A young Elijah, brimming with hope, stands bathed in the bright lights of his college graduation stage. A wide, genuine smile radiates as he clutches his hard-earned diploma, a symbol of dreams realized. In the crowded auditorium, Sarah's face shines with maternal pride, her eyes sparkling with admiration. She raises her camera, capturing the poignant moment, freezing time with a simple click. The auditorium buzzes with excitement, a symphony of applause celebrating a future full of promise. An ordinary gymnasium transforms into a cauldron of anticipation, buzzing with fervent energy and raw enthusiasm. A crescendo of cheers erupts, hands clapping and thunderous applause as pride swells in the hearts of onlookers. Sarah's voice pierces through the joyous chaos, filled with uncontainable pride. That's my boy! I always knew you could do it, she exclaims, her eyes beaming with maternal triumph. In the quiet apartment, Elijah reaches for a book, his fingers tracing the worn cover. Their eyes were watching God, a cherished favorite of Sarah's, now held gently in his hands. A faint, tender smile touches his lips as memories flood back, each page a whisper of shared moments. The soft glow of the lamp illuminates the book, casting a warm light on Elijah's reminiscing face. Soft light bathes the room, creating an ethereal glow. Elijah's voice echoes in the stillness, a poignant observation hanging in the air. You always did have good taste, Mom, he says, a hint of melancholy in his tone. The gentle light seems to embrace the space, filled with unspoken memories and emotions. In the quiet apartment, Elijah closes his eyes, seeking a moment of serenity. A profound sense of peace begins to envelop him, easing the turmoil within. He senses Sarah's comforting presence beside him, a silent reassurance in the stillness of the night. The weight on his shoulders lifts as he embraces the quiet companionship. In a space, undefined, soft light graces Elijah's face, highlighting the depth of his emotion. A solitary tear escapes, a glistening testament to an overwhelming love. It traces a path down his cheek, a visible manifestation of profound acceptance. Elijah's voice echoes in the silence, a tender acknowledgement of an unseen presence. You're always with me, aren't you? I can feel it, he whispers, his voice thick with emotion. The tear continues its descent, reflecting the light and the enduring connection he cherishes.